My man. Doing the most. Doing the most. You know how do we miss this bitch? Shout out our boy. If I get caught up in a storm, pray the rain is keep me calm. All my life I deal with pain, see no evil cause on. Chop along just like a arm, no bitches we fucking on. Doing wrong without them knowing, I'ma go to view, ain't know it. And you can't go do what I've been through. Wish I had somebody I could vent to. And you can't go through what I've been through. Wish I had somebody I could vent to. I just need someone to call on. I've been making moves like Michael Calijah. I won't say that shit until it's set in stone. Bitch, don't say my name if you gon' say it wrong. I can't touch these drugs and keep.
Yo, it's your boy CT Crusher here checking in. Just wanting to remind y'all to go subscribe to my homie Hoodie Jube for the Hoodie Jube live podcast. We talking pressing topics here for you every night of the week. Hit that ding dong bell to make sure you don't miss an upload. Come join in on the conversation. Help us expand the community. We do a lot of giveaways, give away to a lot of charities, giving away to the local children's hospital. And oh, by the way, if you want a chance to win free NFL tickets, yes, I said that, free NFL tickets, make sure you subscribe and hit the ding so you don't miss a chance to win free NFL tickets. Peace out.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Hoodie Jube, and if you're looking for the best restaurant in town, man, go try Weed Ass Chicken and Shrimp, man. They have the best chicken wings, the best chicken tenders, the best fried shrimp, the best fried catfish, and their fries are so amazing, covered with ranch, cheese, bacon, jalapenos. Oh my! Yes, you heard it. Go try it out. They got 4 locations: Monroe, Louisiana, Marrero, Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana, and Houston, Texas, baby. Go try it now.
Right, man. What up? I won't speak on nothing but the real. You know how I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Say we've been down for too long. The only way is up, it's time to move on. Never leave your house without your shoes on. Them killers want to spot you, cannot move on. Ain't worried about that girl, I tell them move on. They say it's my fault, but I'm feeling I can't do wrong. Cut all my partners off, let me open like the roof gone. Long talks and I ain't never changed, it's just been too long. Gotta shake him back and that's a fact, so I'm turned up. All up in the club, I'm going down and I'm like, what's up? Throw me in that water, I won't go down, I'm too up. She want with a man, I knock that hoe down, I'm too up. Told all her friends, now she just want me to grow up.
You can't see us, I ain't going to the Super Bowl, talking black and gold. Cameron Jordan on the field, about to take a QB soul. Ever Camara break a tackle, so you know he bold. Mike Thomas catching everything, so you know he cold. He talking Byron Matthew, he talking Marcus May. We in the backfield, we gon' make them pay. Them boys hitting hard, they need an X-ray. Yeah. We talking black and gold. 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 Straight to the Super Bowl. Your time is up. Our time is now. Say hoodie, you can't see us. Our time is now. Hoodie Jube in the building. We shining now. We shining. You can't see us. Our time is now. You heard me? Your time is up. Our time is now. You can't see us. Our time is now. Say hoodie, Hoodie Jube in the building. We shining.
Here he is, Hoodie Jube.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Hoodie Jube, and we are back with another live podcast. And if you don't know, you will know. There's no YouTube without your boy Hoodie Jube, y'all. How is everyone doing tonight, man? Me, I'm doing just fine over here, ready to talk up some free agency with y'all, tell y'all everything that happened yesterday. I wish I could have did, but guess what? I did get out some videos for y'all to tell y'all, you know, the people that went to the Falcons, the Panthers, and the Vikings so far. So, yes, some of our people went to the rivalry team, which kind of stinks. But at the same time, it's okay. It ain't like it's one of the best players off the roster. You know, it's like a key player. We still kept our main people that we needed. But before we get into any of that and before we talk about any of the free agency, I wanted to get something off of my chest. And I just want everybody to hear this and listen to this dumb idiot talk. And I think y'all going to love his picture right here. Tell me if y'all love it or not in the chat.
The Saints went all in on winning a Super Bowl with Drew Brees. Totally makes sense. I get it. It's what you do. They didn't, though. He then retired, and now they're running a team like they know the league is folding in 3 years, and none of the rest of us do. In 2021, they had $50 million in dead cap. Last year, they had $44 million in dead cap. This year, before free agency even starts, they're going to be at $40 million because now they have to release Jameis. It is an unsustainable way to run a team. You know why Michael Thomas thinks he's coming back? Because he's $13 million on the cap this year to play and $26 million to be cut. How could that be? Because Michael Thomas, according to Spot Rack, do you know what his cap hit next year is? It's $59 million, which makes me think they are attempting to run some form of NFL salary cap Ponzi scheme that we can't pick up on. The Saints went all in on winning.
Y'all heard that. Y'all heard the voice of a dickhead. Nick Wrong is his new name. Nick Wrong is the guy's new name. He sounds so damn stupid. He's like a big clown. A big-ass clown. But he's so stupid, the dude's going to say, they run in some type of scheme over here, and it's really weird. Something that we just can't figure out. Yeah, y'all can't never figure it out. Y'all always want to talk shit, act like we're going to be terrible every year, and look what happened. We always keep our good players, and we always find a way. So, suck on it, Nick. You know, always talking that shit. But y'all let me know in the chat what y'all think of this. I think he's a retard. I think he's a dick rider. I try to tell people I think what he does is just get attention, you know, get people to respond to him because nobody responds to him as it is because they know he's stupid. So, let me know what y'all think. But before we even get into the free agency as well, let me give a shout out to everybody that's here so far. We got Pelican Nola. Who that to you, my man? We got Miss Dana, one of the queens in the building. Who that to you? We got Rose City in the building, my man. Who that to you? We got Tori Shepard in the building. Who that? Who the heck is Hoodie Juba? I don't know who this is, but who that? Who that? I think you're trying to be like Hoodie Juby, huh? I feel you. I feel you. Jerry, the old freaking G in the building. Who that to you? We got little Mike. Who that to you, little Mike? We got Don. Who that to you, Don? We got Slim Self, a.k.a. T.I. You can have whatever you like. I said you can have whatever you like. Yeah. Give me whatever I want then, damn it. All right, who else we got up in this thing before I start talking about some free agency? Is that it? Oh, no, we got Miss Megan. Who that, and go Seahawks to you as well, Miss Megan. Let's see. And we got Nick Real. Who that to you? Who that? So I think that's everybody so far. As everybody starts joining on, then we'll, you know, start talking more. But good luck to the Pels tonight, by the way. We need to get this win against the Lakers, but so far it's looking ugly. But hopefully they're turning around. But let's get into this free agency, y'all. So yesterday, Tuttle, a defensive tackle, went to the Carolina Panthers. By the way, before we even start saying about all this stuff, I just want to let y'all know, you notice how a lot of people talk shit about our team, saying they trash, this and that, but they all trying to scrap all our people away from us? Y'all notice that, right? Every year, they always trying to fight to take our players, but our team sucks. If we suck, why are you taking our players then if they suck? I want to get that on my chest, so I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, Tuttle got signed by the Panthers, and I believe he got like a 3-year deal with like $11 million guaranteed or whatever. So congratulations to Tuttle on getting him a contract. I mean, you went to a divisional rivalry, so you won't hear me cheering his name anymore. But like I said, congratulations on the money, and hey, you're getting your first big pay coming from an undrafted player. So congratulations on that. Next player that went was Caden Ellis, who actually signed out last year for us. And I think only like a 9-game, 11 games he got to play for. And the brother racked up like 7 sacks, 78 total tackles, you know, in a certain amount of games. He was just balling out for us. And what happened? He got paid as well. I think a 2-year deal, signed with the Atlanta Falcons. So congratulations to Caden Ellis. And my bad, it was a 3-year. Sorry, y'all, 3-year. And he got guaranteed $11 million out of the $21.5 million in 3 years. So congratulations to Caden Ellis. But I'm gonna say the same thing because he went to a divisional rivalry named the Atlanta Falcons. So you won't hear me cheering Caden Ellis on anymore. I don't give a damn if he's not playing the Saints. I still ain't cheering you on because we ain't gonna cheer on no Falcons or Panthers or Tampa Bay in our division just to cheer y'all on just because y'all play for them now. Nope. Congratulations on getting your money, and like I said, I'm happy you got your big pay. Now we move on to two bigger names. Number one, David Onyemata got drafted. I said drafted. Got trade. I said traded. God damn, I can't talk tonight. Got signed and picked up by the Atlanta Falcons, which was a good pickup for him because a lot of people don't realize that David Onyemata would have been so much better on our team and made more of an impact if he would have had a person that he could have played next to that required a double team, to where he wasn't the one being double teamed up the middle. And him being right next to a guy like Grady Jarrett for the Atlanta Falcons is going to make some noise on that D line. Just letting y'all know, they definitely gonna upgrade over there with David Onyemata right next to Grady Jarrett. That's going to be nice. And also, this ain't a Saints free agency signing, but the Atlanta Falcons added Jesse Bates. So congratulations to the Falcons, man. They trying to beef up that defense over there for everybody. So can't wait to see how the Falcons look this year. And we're going to see if they're going to just stick with Desmond Ridder as their starter, or they're going to go after a free agency quarterback. Because speaking of free agency quarterbacks, we all didn't want to see no Andy Dalton back, right? None of us wanted to see Andy Dalton back. And guess what? He's not. But he is signing a 2-year deal. And we will see him twice a year because Andy Dalton is going to the Carolina Panthers on a 2-year, $10 million deal with like $5 million guaranteed or whatever. So congratulations to Andy Dalton. But I ain't cheering for you anymore, and I wasn't really cheering last year because you wasn't doing shit for us anyway. So that's some other signings that we had. Another one, Marcus Davenport. The man had a team that bet on him, paying him $13 million for a 1-year contract. And they taking a risk, and they're gonna bet on the man to think that he's gonna play more this year, this season. So we're gonna see, but they offer him 1 year, $13 million, and at least he's not going to a divisional rivalry. He ain't going to no Panthers, he ain't going to no Falcons, he ain't going to the Tampa Bay. He went to the Vikings. So I might can cheer him on still, but the only thing I can pray for Marcus Davenport is just he stays healthy, man. I just want him to prove everybody wrong one day. It kind of sucks seeing you draft a first-round player. I mean, he can make a big impact when he's on the field. It's just he wasn't healthy enough all through his career so far. So at least the Vikings, betted on him and took a chance on him, which is a good thing for him. So we'll see how that goes this season. I'll keep an eye up on Marcus Davenport this season, see how he does. But congratulations to him. But now it's kind of, let's move to outside. Now the Saints did re-sign and redid Jameis Winston contract, and now he is back for another year as our backup, earning up to $8 million just to sit on a bench. And that's what I'm talking about, Jameis. I wish you, to be honest with you, I wish you would have told him, F you, get rid of me because I'm going to be a starting quarterback somewhere. But he knows how the league's been. They just been kind of booty. It just feels like they trying to screw Jameis Winston's career over. He said, F it, I'll stay here and make $8 million just to sit on the goddamn bench. So, and what I love about Jameis Winston, man, he's a great locker room dude. Great, teammate. Great supporter. He loves the city, man. So to see him back here for at least another year. And the reason why I'm really happy, even though I'm mad about the situation of him getting hurt, right? And about him getting hurt and not getting the chance to come back on the field because of Dennis Allen and all that. I wish he would have went somewhere else and proved everybody wrong. The only happy part about it is that I'm glad to have him back on the team because of the way he carry himself around, and to know that this NFL league, and you can definitely tell with the Saints, we do not have the best of luck with injuries. Injuries always occur on our team. So to have a guy like Jameis Winston on the roster makes me feel like we got one of the best quarterback rooms now. Having a guy like Derek Carr as your starter with Jameis Winston as your backup. Now, other signing, Derek Carr. Y'all, we talked about this not too long ago. Derek Carr is back at the QB position with the New Orleans Saints now, not the Raiders anymore. They benched them last year. Basically, I think the last 2 games just benched them, and they basically mistreated him. And he said all along he loved the love that the Saints gave him We were the only team that was offering the trade for him, so that right there sold him. You sold him, like this team's really all in on me, man. They believe in me as a quarterback. And he said this the way Miss Benson and the city and everybody showed love to him so far. It's just outstanding. And we'll probably listen to a little bit of his video in a little bit about it. But I wanted to get all through the free agency stuff first. But to have a guy like Derek Carr come in the building, man, is great. And like I said, it's definitely great to have a guy like Jameis Winston as your backup. So that was a great signing by the Saints. And I don't know if anybody's seen the news today, which y'all probably already did, but Michael Thomas redid his contract, and he's back for 1 year. He's back on a 1-year deal, and he is going to be, I think, $10 million, but he can earn up to $15 million. He can earn another $5 million in his incentives. Off depending on how the games, he plays, catches, touchdowns, etc., yards catch. All of that will help him earn his incentives. So that's a good thing to see. He's back. He the one that recruited Derek Carr to come here. He's here, and now Michael Thomas is here. So let's hope he stays healthy. Let's see if Michael Thomas can be the Michael Thomas that we know he can be. And we saw with Devontae Adams that with Derek Carr last year, racked up 1,500 yards. So let's see if Thomas can do the same thing and get back on track where he left off in the 2019. Because now Michael Thomas ain't really the only receiver out there. Now he's got a Chris Olave to help him out. That people's gonna have to watch out for. You got to receive Saheed, who people's gonna have to watch out for. And another guy that I think might come back will be Jarvis Landry. I think he'll be back on a cheaper deal to play for us because I don't think he's got nowhere to go really, to be honest with y'all. So we'll see. We'll definitely see what's gonna happen. I can't excuse me. I can't wait to see how this offense is gonna look now with a Derek Carr at the helm, but we'll definitely see how everything goes. But I know a lot of people are tripping out now because you lost a guy like Tuttle, you lost a guy like David Onyemata, and we lost a lot of people with the free agency so far. So that means defensive lineman is like a key position now to go after for sure, and I understand that too. So having that being like the key position, I wanted to give y'all like 2 names off the top of my head that I would love to see the Saints get. And number one, this guy is going to be coming out of free agency. He's been in the league for a while. He's a veteran, and he knows how to make an impact every damn year. Every year he's making noise at that D tackle position, and that is Calais Campbell. I would love to see the Saints sign that veteran guy. He won't be too much of a price. Put him up in that middle, and the second player will be out the draft, which Calais Campbell can coach up and get the guy even better. And that person will be in the draft, and that is if I say his name right, I might not. I think it's Calijah Cancey or something like that from Pittsburgh. They're calling him like the next Aaron Donald. That is a guy I would like to see the Saints draft maybe in the first round, because they're saying some of the mock drafts are saying that he might be gone by pick 29. But we'll see. But that is one person I would like to see us get. Calais Campbell, definitely a guy I would like to see because he's a veteran. He's always making noise still. There's still a lot of good free agency D tackles that are out there that we could still sign for a reasonable price as a veteran and can help stuff up the run and help leave off where we left off last year. But I'm hoping we don't leave off where we left off last year at that D line, because I think we were ranked 24th in the league in rushing yards when we normally rank top 5. So we definitely need to change that around this year. I know a lot of people, I've seen it all over Twitter, and I see it in people's chats on YouTube and all that, tripping out because, we did lose a guy like Caden Ellis. We did lose a guy like David Onyemata, a guy like Tuttle. We did lose a guy. Well, I didn't hear a lot of y'all complain about Davenport. All y'all wanted his ass going. But, it was definitely a guy that we thought, like, yeah, I wish we could have kept him for like a cheap price, affordable price. But yeah, Saints wasn't offering this dude $13 million just to sit on the bench and be hurt. So as you think about it, I seen all of that, but I don't think a lot of people know this. But I'm gonna let y'all know, we didn't really lose that big of a piece like y'all think we are. Yeah, we lost some role players, but you didn't lose your star players. Remember that. We didn't lose no star players. We just lost some role players. Yes, David Onyemata might have been our star player on the D-line, but he wasn't as effective as we thought. He's definitely a replaceable guy because he was always getting double team. And like I said, you only see him have really good games when he has somebody next to him up the middle. Like, when they put Davenport up in the middle or they switch Cam into the inside on some play, you see David Onyemata make a play because they couldn't double team David Onyemata. They had to focus on somebody else. So he is definitely a replaceable guy. Tuttle, replaceable. Caden Ellis, replaceable. You got all these people that we're talking about are replaceable, and Davenport is definitely replaceable because Davenport biggest problem was staying on the field. We can find somebody that's willing to stay on the field for 17 games straight for a way cheaper price. So these people are replaceable. And you go back and you look at the roster right now, and people are tripping because of that. And I said, well, let's go back and look at the roster, right? You still got Cam. You just signed Capacino back, who's going to be good. You still got Demario Davis. You still got Pete Warner. You still got a Debo. You still got Lattimore. You still got Alante Taylor that you just drafted last year, who was a baller. You still got Marcus May. You still got Tyrann Matthews. The Saints are talking about maybe bringing a guy like P.J. Williams back on another one-year cheap deal. So, I mean, you got the players. You got your stars back there. It ain't like you lost a shitload of stuff. We just lost some role players that kind of made a good impact when people got hurt on the team. So guess what you do? You just go out there and you find somebody that is wanting to play in the NFL and wants to show everybody, I am that dude, and he can just be a backup role player that comes in case somebody does get hurt, So we'll definitely see how everything goes. But that is my biggest start so far on our, Saints free agency, losing people, gaining Michael Thomas and all that back. I'm super excited. But I'm going to open up the lines for anybody that would like to come tell me y'all thoughts on everything. I'm going to put that in the chat for we can talk that up. But before I bring anybody on and before we start bringing everybody on, I'll just put the I'm going to put it in the chat for y'all to click on it. But before we do all that, I do want to let y'all hear a little bit of the Derek Carr interview. It's like 48 minutes long. I wanted y'all to listen to maybe like 10, 15 minutes of this basically the beginning of what he said about the Saints and all that. So let's see. Let me pull it up for y'all. And before we start bringing everybody on, I'm gonna get that started for us. So give me 1 second, and let me let's see. Let me get this started for y'all. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Let's see. Give me 1 second. All right. I'm gonna put this on. Let me know in the chat. I'm about to play it, y'all. So in the chat, if y'all don't mind putting a 1 in the chat to let me know if y'all can hear the Derek Carr once I play it. I'm about to play it now. Let me know if y'all can hear everything.
We're good? You're good. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, look, appreciate everybody being out here today. Obviously, it's an exciting time for us as an organization. I'm sure exciting for Derek and his family. Before we really kind of get going, I do want to make sure that, everybody knows that Derek's a much quicker decision maker on the field than he is off the field. Obviously, this took way too long in the process, but we're obviously happy that we have him. I was fortunate enough to be with the Raiders when we drafted him in the second round, and have always admired the type of person that he is, as well as the type of player that he is, and so. It's been outstanding just to watch him grow both as an individual and as a player. And we're excited about having him as our quarterback. And so I'm going to turn it over to the new quarterback of the New Orleans Saints, Derek Carr.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. This really is a dream come true moment for me, and the warmth and the love that I felt, from the city of New Orleans, Mrs. Benson, Mickey, DA, the whole organization, the whole city has been unbelievable. And before I get into that, I just have to say thank you to the Raiders, to Oakland, Las Vegas. I mean, I wouldn't be me if I didn't say thank you to them. I had 9 great years there, a lot of great memories, a lot of hard times, a lot of fun times, a lot of kids since then in those days. and Mr. Davis and the Raider organization, thank you. If they see this, I have to say thank you to them, because I wouldn't be here without them, and wouldn't be here without you if you didn't pick me, in that spot. So with that said, Mrs. Benson, thank you so much. The warmth and the love that you've shown my wife and to my family and to me is really something that, just took us over the edge. The love and the genuine heart that you have towards us and towards your whole team and towards your whole staff. And there's not one person in this building that wouldn't say the same thing. And that meant a lot to us in the decision making. And as soon as we met you, it was like we met family. It was like we already knew you. And, the love that you showed us, and that meant so much to us. So thank you for welcoming us to your organization and to your city. To Mickey, I know Mickey and, Tim had a lot of discussions. We had a lot of talks, and I tried to keep myself even keeled during the whole thing, even though my wife already knew that we were coming here. She could have saved me a lot of time if she just would have told me that. I was trying to find the perfect place for our family, and she could have helped us with that. But thank you, for everything. And DA, how I feel about this man, hopefully me sitting here tells you what I think about him. And, the opportunity you gave me, my first opportunity, every time we played y'all, since, we weren't on the same team, I would always tell you, thank you, because or in the press conference leading up to that game, I would say I was always thankful for DA because he gave me my chance. He trusted me with the keys to an organization, and to be that quarterback there for 9 years. Thank you, for that. And, we're just getting started though,
Right.
and, all that's in the past, but thank you for texting me and blowing up my phone to make sure I picked the right spot. And to the whole organization, and to the city of New Orleans, thank you for welcoming my wife and my children literally everywhere we've gone. When we first got here, we with all the great food, the first place we went was Chipotle because we didn't know anything. And we walked in there and we couldn't get out of there because of the love from everyone in that building. And, they were taking pictures and just welcoming us, to the city, telling us anything that we need. They're here for us. And you could already feel the Southern hospitality and the home feeling of it. And, with that said, my wife and I are super grateful, to be here with our children and, make New Orleans home. We chose New Orleans. We chose this city. We chose the people here. Thank Drew Brees for reaching out to me and answering a lot of my questions. I thank, Peyton Manning, Archie Manning for reaching out to me and answering questions and being there for me, and making this decision. And so, I'm really excited to get started, and all of this stuff is fun. But hopefully I can answer your questions as fast and as honorable as possible so we can get back to work.
We'll open it up for questions. Mike Triplett, you want to start off?
Yeah, thank you. What were the discussions you had with Drew? He reached out to you first, or you reached out to him first? And what was it that did he sell you on the community first or organization first?
I sent Drew a text, and obviously I won't get into his business on what he said. And I sent him a text, and it was early in the process. I think it was right after my visit here, and I sent him a text, and he actually ended up. We were in Mexico at the time, getting our vacation on, and wasn't too much of a vacation for me because my mind was spinning. But he called me, and I had a free afternoon. He called me, and I just asked questions, asked questions about the organization, asked questions about, Mickey, Pete, the city, everything, the community, all that. And a lot of what he said, he answered a lot of questions for me. A lot of what he said is probably why I'm sitting here today. When someone you respect so much that you've competed against, and he's I'm not coming here trying to be Drew Brees. That man is a Hall of Fame quarterback. I'm coming here to be Derek Carr, and I have so much respect for him though, as a player. I have so much respect for him more as a person and as a dad. I've watched him at the Pro Bowl, sitting there with his kids, and the way that his kids admire him and talk about him. And you can tell he's a genuine person. And so a lot of what he had to say was going to carry weight with me. And so I won't get into all the details because, some of that was private to him and to me. But a lot of what he said is, probably why I'm sitting here today.
Derek, how attractive it was to come to the Saints, considering you never played with a top 20 defense, and considering where the defense is at now, as far as it being from the team aspect, that the defense has been top notch, and that that's something you never been fortunate to be able to play with.
Yeah, one thing for me when making this decision, all you can do is, look at past resumes, but once you sign with the team, none of the stats or anything in the past matter. Right now we don't have any rankings and we don't have any wins, and so the most important thing to me was the character of the men in the room, not really the ranking and that kind of thing, but the character. And, when I talk to the defensive guys here, and I've known a lot of them for a lot of years, but they're grown men, they know how to handle success. They know how to handle hard times, and they compete at everything that they do. And this past year, when I would say us, but y'all beat our faces in, here at the Superdome, you could feel the physicality that they played with. You could feel the energy, the brotherhood. You could feel those things. And I was so pissed after the game, excuse my language, but, I was like, wow, what an opportunity it is to make that one of my choices now, and, so again, the rankings and stats, the DA be the first one to tell you, none of that stuff matters. Anything I've done in the past, anything that they've done in the past doesn't matter. It's about what we're going to do. And the main thing to me was the character and the type of man, type of men that are in that locker room, and the type of men is what was so intriguing to me. They're grown men. Like I said, the physicality that they play with, the style of play that I know DA preaches because I've been in the rooms hearing him say it. That was something that fired me up.
Derek, your brother David mentioned that you and Michael Thomas go way back and have a history, and mentioned too that he was a part of sort of the courtship. Just how far back do you and MT go, and how was he a part of this process for you?
Yeah, I would say, really just in the recent has been the most we've talked. Obviously as players, we know each other and have a respect and all those kind of things, right? And you have a lot of those relationships throughout the year. But, me and Mike, we've, gotten close through this process and talking. And, the first time I talked to him on the phone, I don't think he wanted me to get off the phone. I really enjoyed talking to him. And I told Mickey, I was like, you talk to Mike Thomas and you feel like you two could go out there and face the world. I told my wife when I got off the phone, and she was like, why are you smiling? I was like, I love this guy. He's so competitive, and, I think just the energy that he brings, it would be very exciting times to throw him the football for sure. So, when he started recruiting and talking to me and all that, he wouldn't even like try and recruit me. He's just like, hey, when are we getting to work? We're wasting time, time's ticking, and I was like, yeah, I feel the same way, but we'll get there. But, I think that our relationship has grown through this process, and I look forward to hopefully making that relationship grow even stronger.
Derek, it was the Derek Carr press conference on WWL Saints Radio. That's Derek alluded to the text messages. I know you all are pretty aggressive. Can you kind of give us a behind the curtain as to how relentless you are on the text, on the calls, and how this unfolded?
Yeah. Well, it was. We were just talking in the cafeteria just a few minutes ago, just about how that process went, and you want to make sure, because we were the first ones to reach out, we were the first ones to show interest, and obviously, Derek was a guy that obviously I knew, but when our personnel people watched the tape, and then our coaches watched the tape, he was clearly our number one target in terms of what we wanted to do at the quarterback position. And so we wanted to be first out there and just make sure that he knew that he was the number one option. And then as we went through the process and he came here and he visited, and as the days were going on, you want to be respectful and allow him the opportunity to gather all the information that he needs to make the right decision. And yet you don't want to ever get too far from the forefront of his mind. But I'll be honest with you, I really felt like, and I think we all felt like, when we had a chance to sit down and visit with Derek and he told us what was really important to him, and what was really important to him was going and winning and trying to win a championship. I felt all along that this was going to be the spot that was going to be the best fit. Well, I think his maturity level, as he came in, you guys will get a chance to know him as we go along. He's a very mature individual. He's highly intelligent. He's very competitive, and he can spin it. And so when you put all those things together, along with the tireless work ethic, I just felt like the upside of the player was what we needed to do at that time.
That's important to me, was something that I was thinking about. How do I add value? Be a blessing, not a burden. I don't want to be a burden to anybody in this building. I just want to add value where I can add value. And I think there's a lot of experience on this team. I have a lot of experience, different experience, but I have experience too. I've dealt with a lot of different personalities. I think from a football aspect, playing the quarterback position, I'll never be someone in here saying I'm this or I'm that. I'm going to be me. I'm going to be very imperfect, but I can promise you perfect effort, and that's what I can do, is the film study, the work ethic. The city of New Orleans is going to get, just like Las Vegas and just like Oakland, they're going to get literally everything that I have. And I've learned a lot from my time and then getting released. It alerts you to some things like, what else can I do? That fire, gets a little hotter on the inside. And, I'm not going to get into too much detail on what I'm going to bring, because I'm sure when I throw an incomplete pass, it may get brought up again. But, to me, I just want to provide, leadership, someone that's going to love their teammates. I'm not coming in here to try and take anything over. I'm not taking anything over. I'm going to be me. I'm going to call out what I want to call out, and I'm going to encourage what I think should be encouraged. But I'm here to do this with Cam, with DeMario, with Tyron, with Taysom, with Alvin, with Mike. If we want to go far, we got to go together. And it's not just because Derek shows up, that we're going to do anything special. It's because we all decided as a collective unit to go in one direction and do it the same way. And that starts in OTAs. That starts in April, getting everybody here and getting to work if we really want to do what we want to do.
All right, so y'all heard a little bit from Derek Carr, man. He's ready to get to work. And, you heard him. Michael Thomas brought him in. He wasn't really even recruiting him like that. He just says, hey, man, when we're going to get to work, man, we're wasting some time. So you heard it, man. Happy to have Derek Carr here. Happy to have Jameis here still, too, as well. Happy to get Michael Thomas back. A guy like Chris Olave. I think the offense is going to look a lot different this year than what it was last year with Andy Dalton at the helm, because at least you know what you're getting, And by the way, I'm going to put the link in the chat again, just for anybody that wants to hop on and come talk it up a little bit. We're going to talk for a good maybe 20 minutes, and then we're going to end this podcast. And because I got to get back home and everything. So let's see. Give me 1 second, because I want to pin this to the top for y'all, for anybody that would like to hop on and come let me know what y'all think of the free agency so far and everything. So hold on. All right, it should be pinned to the top. So anybody that wants to come on, chat it away, y'all more than welcome to. Click the link. Come chat it away with us. All right, so the first guest that we got coming on is my new God of Creation, How you doing, God of Creation?
Well, good. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. So what you think, man? What you think of free agency so far?
It's been pretty crazy. Man, yeah, it's been pretty crazy. I'm glad Jameis back with us. Like, I'm happy for us, but I'm not happy for him because I feel like he made a bad decision. I don't think he should have re-signed. But I mean, I guess good for us then. Maybe he can pull an Andy Dalton. So so I don't know, but I like that. We got Mike Thomas back. I like that. That's pretty cool. Um, now it's just I wish we could have kept Caden Ellis though. I don't know why we let him go. Like, did we not learn from Trey Henderson? Even though Trey had a pretty high year this year, like I don't know. I just feel like we should have kept Caden Ellis, especially since DeMario is like ancient as hell. So I don't know what that was a bad move from the Saints. I don't think that was smart at all. People, you can say he's replaceable, but anybody's replaceable. But yeah, man, I feel like we need to start making moves, man. So the Saints, they do this wait around shit too much. That's really people want to be like, oh, big names don't matter. Bullshit. Yes, they do. They're a big name for a reason. So we need to go ahead and get our get our other get Austin Eckler, maybe Mike Gesicki. I don't know, something that will help Fletcher Cox, Calais Campbell, something, man. We need help. We need lots of help, especially on that D line, and bringing another tight end would be helpful because I don't think Adam Troutman is that guy.
Yeah, I mean that's why we got Juwan Johnson coming back. I think he's going to make a big leap again this year, especially with Derek Carr. I don't know what it is, but Derek Carr is a very tight end type of guy.
Yeah, I
Especially
would
with
say
Darren
that.
Waller, but Darren Waller wasn't healthy enough still. But
Oh yeah, I would say that, but we don't use tight end as much as we did. Like, who got the most receptions for us as at tight end?
Jimmy Graham.
No, I'm talking not in history. I already know Jimmy Graham.
Oh,
I already
okay.
knew Jimmy Graham. I mean, last year.
I think Juwan Johnson.
Yeah, that's terrible because he only had like what 78 receptions or something.
For a tight end, 78 receptions. That's pretty decent for a
Was
guy.
it? I can't remember if it was even that high, but it was not. I mean, it was average.
He got a lot of touchdowns though. That's pretty good.
Well, that's cool and all, but man, get the ball. Actually give him the ball.
Yeah, they gave Darren what's his name? They gave Johnson the ball a lot last year. I think what it was is that you had Andy Dalton back there. Andy Dalton ain't that type of QB.
You think they gave him the ball a lot?
Juwan Johnson, yeah, they looked his way in a lot of the games. That's how he scored a lot of some of the touchdowns.
I'll say in the end zone we looked his way, but if you're talking about throughout just playing the game, it wasn't like if you compare him to the other tight ends, it's like really like bare bones. And he didn't have 78; he had 42.
42, yeah. And
42. That's terrible.
He's gonna change. I think he's gonna change that 42 to like 80 something this year. I bet you.
Please, it needs to at least 70.
I think he will with Derek Carr back there for sure. But like I said, when you got Andy Dalton back there, he ain't looking at no tight end. You notice every time Andy Dalton drew, he was looking towards Chris Olave.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, I can't. At the same token, I can't blame him. I just hope Chris, man. I hope he needs to start doing some catching drills, man. He there was some big pause. I'm about to say some big balls, but pause on that. But some big time catches he could have made him. He just dropped the basket like, man, that's the money, man. You effing up the church money. Yeah, so hopefully he gets some more work in and he kind of irons that out. But man, like yeah, yeah, man, we need help on that D line though. That third string running backs can run through our D line the way it's looking right now.
But I think we're good, and I'm happy to see Michael Thomas back. That was one thing I seen today that I was super excited about.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah,
mean,
I agree, and it's a I like the one, like I like that 1 year deal. It's like what one he's getting basically 10 million right now for 1 year. It's more of it's not a prove it deal because it's not a ability prove it deal, but it's like a stay healthy deal. Because
yeah,
I don't think as far at least I don't think a lot of people question his ability. It's more of his injury, even though I can't. And people keep saying he's injury prone. Was technically injury prone. If when people say that, people are talking about people that get injured over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Not people. He's only got hurt what 3 times?
twice. I think it was twice now.
No, you remember 3 because it was like a re-nagging or something like this year or last year, was it? You remember? Because
Well, it was the years that he actually got hurt was the last year with Drew Brees. He got hurt and then he came back and got hurt again because he was basically
yeah,
still playing on a hurt ankle. It was
oh
basically
yeah,
still hurt.
yeah. So technically, it never healed. So yeah, if you want to, yeah. So basically, like 3 times, and he's not really injury prone. He's just I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they were rushing him back too fast or man what, but who knows? Hopefully, he can get healthy. Him
See,
and Zion, man.
to be honest with you, I can see him being healthy all season long, and there's
I
two
could
reasons.
too.
And you want me to tell you this? There's a few
I
reasons why. Because if you
let
look
me
at
guess
what
it.
happened, all right, tell me your guess, and then I'm gonna tell you the reason why I think.
All right. My guess is from if you want to like from what I guess is because one I see it as what he got injured week 3, right?
I think it was week 3 or week 4.
4. Yeah.
Yeah,
So basically, he had a whole season if you want to count it because it's like 4 games like a preseason. He had like a whole season to recover, and then he'll have this whole what up until when is he actually gonna start actually like probably running routes that will affect his ankle? Probably what?
probably very soon. Because he's about to get to work with Derek Carr.
No, I mean like it's far. Yeah, he'll probably get to work with Derek Carr, but he he can still like have time to rest because he they're not gonna be. I don't know. At least I don't think they're gonna be working this whole off season forever. They're probably gonna get time to rest. So I mean, he had basically like I said a whole football season, and he still, if he wanted to, he could take this off season up until what training camp maybe or something to rest. So I mean, he should be good, but who knows? That's what I think.
Yeah, so this is my thought on everything. So you notice when Drew Brees last season, he came back and played hurt, right? Kept playing hurt, and he was out for the rest of the year. And then the next year, he was gonna come back mid-season. Remember when Jameis took over and wanted to come
Wait,
back
say
and
that again.
play?
My bad. Say that again. My bad. Say it over again. My bad. Whoops.
Oh, so what I was saying was, remember, it was
Mhm.
2021. It was Drew
Right.
Brees last season with us. He got hurt in the first game. Came back
Hmm.
same season, wanted to play for Drew Brees because they knew it was his last year. He kept hurting his ankle, because it wasn't fully healed. So that was the end of
Hmm.
that. Well, here comes Jameis Winston, and he's just starting quarterback now. And Thomas wanted to play with him, and he wanted to come back, mid-season, and was going to come back and start playing for him. Well, Jameis got hurt, remember, with the nasty tackle from behind from Devin White, and he got taken
Yeah.
out. And then guess what they said? Well, there's a setback. Michael Thomas is gonna miss the whole season now. I said, okay, cool. Whatever. Next year, Jameis Winston's back, came back early. He was ready to go. Michael Thomas was ready to go. Jameis Winston got hurt game 1, but played through the injuries to week 3, and then got pulled out to go play for week 4. You haven't seen Michael Thomas since week 3. He got hurt and was out for the rest of the remaining of the season. But now he's healthy and ready to go again. And I was kind of looking. I said, was it the QB situation making him say, I'm injured and I don't want to play? Now, all of a sudden, he's ready to roll. And the reason why I say he'd probably be healthy all season, he's got Derek Carr, who never gets hurt. He only missed 2 games in his career. And if he does get hurt, he's still got Jameis back there. So he shouldn't have a problem playing with him either because he wanted to play with him. But barely played with him because he got hurt. So, I don't know. Maybe y'all can look it up and look at it. But look at the games that he missed and look who was at quarterback at the time. But look at the games when he played and look who the quarterback was. You get what I'm saying?
That's a good point. But my thing my question would be, if that did happen, can't you like maybe get fined for that or some type of stuff, like for like if you're fine with injury, like how does that work? Like, because if he was, say, if he's like, wouldn't he have to get like, I don't know, maybe not permission, but like, well, like, wouldn't the athletic or trainers or whatever from the Saints organization have to be like, yeah, he is hurt, he did have a setback, he is out for the year?
Yeah, he probably paying him under the table. Here's $1 million. Shut your mouth. Here's $1 million. Shut your mouth. I don't want to play with goddamn Dalton. Goddamn it. I'm hurt. Okay. Here's $1 million for all y'all. Shut y'all damn mouth.
If he did do that, he either preserved his career. That will either preserve his career, or I don't know. Because if we did get him back midweek or mid-season, we would have probably won the extra 2-3 games.
Yep. But you got a Grayson. I got about probably 8 to 10 more minutes left, so I'm gonna go bring on these other two real quick and get their thoughts on everything, and then I'm gonna end the podcast, and hopefully maybe tomorrow night I'll have more time, for a podcast that we normally would, like a later, longer podcast.
Yeah.
But tonight I got to get rolling. But I appreciate you coming on and giving me some of your thoughts on the free agency so far. But I'm gonna bring these next 2 people on, all right?
All right, man. It was nice talking to you. Who that to you?
Man. Who that? All right, next person up, Michael the Hurricane.
Yes. Thank you.
What's up, buddy, man? What's your thoughts on free agency so far, buddy?
Well, free agency's been kind of wild. We saw a few trades make the headlines. We saw a lot of signings, but like I said on the Saints, obviously we know about the players must want revenge because we didn't pay them or something, so they're forcing a gang to go to Atlanta and Carolina. I don't even know why Dalton's in it because, dude, that man's not going to play because C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young is going to be the starter, maybe even Anthony Richardson. So, Dalton, you just wasted your life in Carolina. But like I said, Dalton, you were one of the reasons why I was hesitant to even watch a Saints game, but I did because I had no other choice. But, Saints, the Saints free agency, obviously we're probably not going to sign anybody major. Obviously, we would like that, but we used up most of our signings, our major signings last year with the additions of Matthew, May, people like that. But this is what I want to say. Of what y'all on God of Creation was talking about, I didn't realize that until you brought it up because Michael Thomas. Obviously, if you don't live under a rock, you know that he was signed to the New Orleans Saints roster, back with the team. And I just realized he was out since week 3, and that's when Jameis Winston went out. And y'all gotta remember, back in week 3, we did not see Michael Thomas get injured. We just saw him walk off the field. We didn't see him get injured. Neither did we Alvin Kamara. We just saw Michael Thomas walk off the field. We saw when Jarvis Landry got hurt, but we did not see when Michael Thomas got hurt. All we did was see him walk to the locker room. So that was a sign right there that we all should have paid attention to. That was a sign right there that Jameis Winston might not have been playing no more. Because as soon as Jameis Winston was struggling due to his back, Michael Thomas, he just walked off the field. Like we didn't get like a heads up or nothing saying that, guys, he might be out. Like, no, he just walked out and we haven't seen him on the field since. And people are like, trade him. I don't know, man. No, why would we trade him? Then our receiving core would rely on Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed, and Calais and Landry might be gone. And I don't even know if Hardy's coming back. Why would you want to trade Thomas? I don't care if he's injury prone. Like our creation was saying, dude, the man only missed 3 years. It's not like he missed the man has played 73 games since 2016. 73. And I know because I looked it up earlier for a video. So I would know. So he played 73 games. You're acting like this man only played 2 games since 2016. This man is not injury prone. The definition of injury prone is that they get hurt every single season. And people are like, to the money. Nah, man. It's not. He's not getting hurt. Well, he might have got hurt, but people are like, trade him. No. Because then we're only going to have 2 receivers. 2. No. Y'all stupid. Michael Thomas is literally the best receiver on this team besides Chris Olave, but we have to see more out of Olave. I'm not saying obviously we saw a lot out of him last season, but we got to see him continue because we don't need no one season wonder. So hopefully Olave can keep that production. But that's all I gotta say, man. So those people who were like, trade him, cut him. First of all, it's gonna cost lots of money to get rid of him. First of all, and second of all, why would we trade him? Like, I don't understand if we have like a bunch of receivers that are good and all. We only have 2 receivers if we get rid of Thomas. So that's all I gotta say. Who that? Go Saints. Michael Thomas haters are stupid, and
Who that, Michael? All righty, you heard it from Michael. You heard it from him. Whoever wanted to trade Michael Thomas, you're stupid. You heard him. But with the last few minutes, we're going to bring on Miss Seahawks fan all the way from Australia, Miss Megan. How you doing, Miss Megan?
Hey, Hoodie. Yep, completely agree with everything young Michael said. He knows the absolute truth. Yeah, very interesting free agency for both our teams, I think, with, of course, at the 11th hour, Draymond Jones coming from the Broncos to the Seahawks. But, yeah, it's insane. But Michael pretty much said everything I wanted to say about it. So we'll keep it short and sweet. But it's going to be interesting, I think, for everybody. But, I'd been up for 19 hours. We were on stream over at the Nest for 10. And just as we're coming off stream, this news about Draymond dropping literally within 5 minutes of us calling the stream off. But, yeah, I mean, what's happening with the Saints? Obviously, I asked that in all seriousness because obviously I'm concentrating on the Hawks at the moment. So what the heck is going on here?
Well, I mean, we let in some people walk, but like I told everybody on the podcast, those people that you're seeing getting signed, basically in our own divisions, to the Falcons, to the Panthers, those are just, players that are replaceable, It ain't like we gave up Demario Davis or Cam Jordan or Lattimore or, our big star players. Like, if you go back and still look at the roster we have that are under contract, that's our star players right there. These are just defensive tackles that are, replaceable. You can find these type of players undrafted. You can find them in the draft. You can find them in free agency. And you just need a big guy up front, to stuff the middle and can put quarterback person. That's all you need. It ain't like David Onyemata inside Tuttle was Aaron Donald. They're not Aaron Donald. They just regular defensive tackles that was just a little bit above average than the normal, just a defensive tackle that allows everything to come through, past them. So they are replaceable. You know, these people are replaceable, and it ain't like I said, it ain't like you're losing your star players. So I'm still happy with the people that we got on the team.
So I guess my question for you veers towards the draft. What is the top position or positions you're looking to fill in the draft if you don't if you don't do it in free agency? What are you looking for in the draft? Because we're ahead of you, and there has been talk that we may trade down to you. So I want to know, because we're at 20, and I have heard we may drop to get some more players in the second and third rounds. So what are you looking for in the draft, basically, I guess?
I mean, my major would be the D tackle, you know. You want to load up at D tackle, and the next one after that would probably be running back, you know, because the Camara being suspended. So probably D tackle and running back, depending on who's there. So like, this would be my thing. So let's say Robinson, the running back from Texas, is, you know, on the board still, but one of my D tackle, you know, Kalijah Cancey from Pittsburgh is gone. Then I'll probably take Robinson.
Just a word to the wise, Hoodie. Kalijah Cancey will be taken at 20 by the Seahawks. So keep dreaming, sunshine. He's one of the ones we're looking at 20. Just saying. But if you want to move up to 20 to get him, let me know.
Yeah, we'll talk to you about it. You know, we might
talk when we've got more time. You need to go, but we'll discuss.
Yeah, and I think y'all just signed y'all old player back, Reed, today, right?
Yes, Inevitable told me, because I'd gone to bed and that hadn't happened, but Inevitable, I think his name was.
Gotcha.
Did say that actually happened, so I haven't checked. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Bring on the draft. 4 picks in the first round for us. I am so excited. I'm not bragging or anything, but you know, it's good to be a 12. But yeah, it's good to see you back, Hoodie. And yeah, when we've got some more time, I'll holler at you, and we'll definitely discuss for sure.
Yeah, we'll do, and probably let me say, I guess almost in a month, but I say about 3 weeks, I'll be moving into an apartment with some friends and stuff. So I'll have my internet back, you know, so that I'll be back into the full-time YouTube, and again, to where, you know, if I'm too tired, I don't have to drive all the way to the office anymore. You know, I'll be at my apartment with the internet, and I can just go live.
Well, definitely, you know where to find me. Let me know for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. But we appreciate you coming on, and go Seahawks to you.
Thanks. Who dat? Talk soon.
Yes, talk soon. So that was Miss Megan all the way from Australia, y'all. Y'all heard it, but we're about to end this podcast right here. So everybody in the chat, before y'all leave, make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out for me if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you are new. And also turn on your notification bells so you don't miss out on any of the great podcasts that we do, any of the great videos that we just posted out yesterday on all the free agency that happened. And also, you don't want to miss out on any of the great giveaways that we do on this channel as well. But I appreciate every single one of y'all tuning on in. Hope to see y'all on the next live podcast that we do soon. And all I can tell everybody is who dat to y'all, and see y'all soon. We out of here.
Run it up, Valero. Say what they lie. Say what they lie. Say what they lie. Say what they lie. We screaming black and gold. We screaming black and gold. We screaming black and gold. We going to the bowl. We screaming black and gold. We screaming black and gold. We screaming black and gold. Saints going to the Super Bowl, talking black and gold. Young Nolan hooded Jew wanna beat me like you know. Chris Olave, MT down the field. Once to throw the ball deep, yeah, you know it's getting real. Put Jarvis in the slot, he gon' do damage. AK in the backfield, you know Durant. E. Davis coming through the line, QB running out of time. Tom Brady, that's mine. Yeah, the Saints did it fine. Hold up, chopper style, choppers out. Them boys wild, yeah, them boys wild. Chopper style, choppers out. Them boys wild, yeah, them boys wild. Hold up, yeah, we rolling. Hold up, yeah, we rolling. Hold up, yeah, we toting, holla. Marshawn Lattimore, play the left field. Marcus May play deep safety, so you know the deal. We got Tyrant in the box, got the QB on lock. Man, we ready to rock. See, they gone in the slot out. A Devo, play the right side. Stop playing with that boy. 29, ready to ride. We ain't tripping at all. We going to the top. Yeah, we gon' spin they block. Yeah, we knocking on the top block. We rap the floor the lead, so boy was poppin'. The same really wildin', them boys on fire. We really number one, we move with silence. We zip them boys up, if it's a problem. Chop us out, chop us out. Them boys wild, yeah, them boys wild. Chop us out, chop us out. Them boys wild. Hold up, yeah, we roll.